Hello and welcome. I'm Jacob Bellotti, joined as always by the incredible,
Thank you,
the knowledgeable, and the ready to answer your questions, Larry Saperstein. How are you?
I am good. I'm feeling like a fountain of knowledge.
Great, because it's time for an Ask Us Anything advice episode of Let's Talk About That.
All systems are a go.
Talking database activated.
Begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about who? Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about that. Girl, I cannot believe we are talking about that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Let's talk about that.
Now, we went over to Instagram.com.
We did.
And we put up a little question box.
Yeah.
And in record time, we got a great amount of questions to
We did.
answer on this podcast.
Yeah, people want to know things from us, which I find completely crazy because I think we're maybe two of the least qualified people possible to answer questions.
I'm qualified.
No. You're the opposite of qualified.
Hollywood celebrities and stars. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's
No,
find out.
They don't.
You never saw that because you never watched all of BoJack Horseman.
No, I didn't.
There was a game show, like as part of the plot. One of the characters was like the host of a game show.
Oh, okay.
And the game show was called Hollywood Celebrities and Stars. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out.
They don't know things most
No,
times.
Most
I've
of the
found.
time they don't.
Yeah.
So disclaimer.
Yeah.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Sure.
So dolphins that work in movies,
Not for you.
that's who this is for.
Oh.
Entertainment purposes.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it. Unfortunately.
I thought it was funny.
Well, before we get into advice, let's talk about us.
Yeah, let's talk about us.
My birthday's on Thursday.
Your birthday is on Thursday.
That's what I got.
What are you most looking forward to?
Well, so Larry has for months been talking about a gift that he's gotten me. He won't tell me what it is, but for months he has been talking about this gift and how amazing it is.
Yeah.
And so
And not a gift that I got for you, a gift that I made.
Well, I'm looking
That
forward.
is what's important about it.
I'm looking forward to receiving it, and of course, we'll update you next week.
Well, maybe not. We might record next week's episode before your birthday because we're going on a trip.
Yes. Oh my God, we're going away.
And when that episode airs, we will be on our trip. So maybe we'll record a little early so that we have some time to prepare for our trip.
Regardless, we will update the people.
We will update the people.
The people will know what this gift is.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm looking forward to receiving that.
I'm looking forward to you receiving that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to give
Yeah.
and have that gift received. How about that? How about that?
I'm not doing too much for my birthday this year.
Yeah.
The sucky thing about having a mid-December birthday
Yeah.
is that everyone's away and it also is the holidays. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, and it's like around the time that people leave for the holiday, so everyone's prepping to
The worst
leave.
was in college. My birthday was always somehow directly in the middle of finals week.
Aw.
And so nobody wanted to do anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the way it goes.
That's the way.
That's what happens.
Yeah. And it's hard. You can't even really do it too early because it's like Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's like right in that like dead zone
It's
time.
like 2 weeks after Thanksgiving, and it's exactly 2 weeks before Christmas.
Right. Right.
So-
that makes it hard.
Always, yeah.
Well, I will be celebrating with you, and we will do some festivities.
Yeah, we'll do something fun.
Yeah.
Not really sure what, but we'll do it.
A dinner,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe a drive.
Is that what old people do?
I don't know.
Like they just have dinner?
I think old people usually spend the day with their family.
Mm.
Like, what did you do on like your mom's birthday growing up?
We threw it back at the club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And one year we went skydiving. And then another year we did
intense figure skating.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all things that I did for my mom's birthday.
Now, what did you really do for your mom's birthday?
Probably went to dinner.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't. Honestly, for my parents' birthdays, we didn't really do much. Almost ever.
Well,
I remember
what would you do?
I remember we had a birthday party for my dad's 50th birthday.
Okay. Oh yes, my parents did have the big number
birthdays.
Parties.
Yeah.
I think we used to do like a blowout backyard party where we would like rent.
Okay.
We would rent like a huge inflatable slide.
Whoa.
Like that type of blowout party.
Okay.
And I know that makes me sound like rich, but like it wasn't like rich like that. Like it wasn't like a huge backyard. Like
wait, who did you do this for? Or was it just a summer party?
It was like a summer party, but my mom's birthday is in August.
Right.
So I'm like,
it coincided.
My childhood trauma is maybe blocking me from remembering exactly what it was for, but they were similar dates, is what I remember.
Well, my dad's birthday is basically the same time that your birthday is.
Yes, he was born 4 days after me, just many years prior.
Yes, a year after you, and then also 4 days after you. Is
a year after me.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm turning 28 years old.
Yeah, and my dad is 27. No, I'm kidding.
You're turning 28 in just about 5 months.
I'm also turning 28, yes.
So we are old. We are old people.
Yes.
We are
so old.
We're old.
But that gives us the qualifications to answer some questions.
There you go. So how about this? I'm gonna pull up we did the Instagram earlier today.
Yes.
So I am pulling up the responses on Instagram.
Okay.
So that we can answer.
We have them in a document.
Okay, so I'm looking up the questions here. Now this one, we're starting with on a question that's not advice.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Yeah, but it's a question, so we can answer it.
Okay.
This is an Ask Me Anything advice. How about that?
Great.
Who is the bigger drama queen and why? This is from Mary.
Okay, Mary.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, girl.
So
Larry.
Oh God, we're gonna be arguing so much. I can already tell we're gonna be arguing. So this is not advice. So my first thing is that I'm going to just slightly reprimand you, Mary, for not following the prompt.
Oh, okay.
But
that's a nice way to start.
But who is the bigger drama queen? I mean, it depends on the thing, though.
Larry's the bigger drama queen.
I can be, but you can be dramatic too, Jacob.
I'm never dramatic. I'm
Jacob,
just gay.
If this is going to be deny, then we're not going to get anywhere.
Dismissed.
You have to be honest about what you're dramatic about.
I'm being exceptionally honest. I'm not dramatic. I am gay.
You're not dramatic about anything.
I'm not dramatic. I'm gay.
You're not dramatic about anything.
Never.
That's what you're saying?
Ooh, never.
That's what you're going to claim?
Never.
You're going to claim 8 minutes into this podcast, 9 minutes into this podcast episode today, that you, Jacob Bellotti, are not dramatic about anything at all whatsoever.
No, I'm not.
You can't even think of one thing that you might be dramatic about.
What would I be dramatic about?
I mean, you were pretty dramatic about that white and gold dress.
Honey. Well, I was right.
That was drama.
We got another question that wasn't advice, by the way, that could tie into that, what was your pettiest couple fight and who was right?
What does petty mean, really? Does petty mean like a stupid argument?
Yes, like
who is that one
something
from?
stupid. Luke.
Okay, so who is so Luke? What is petty?
Petty? What do you mean? What is petty?
Does petty mean it was?
It's over something stupid. Like what is our stupidest fight?
Because petty could also mean like doesn't necessarily mean the fight is stupid. Petty means like I'm being like extra mean about something that I don't have to be mean about. That's like petty.
Yeah, but like I kind of interpret it as like stupidest fight,
Well-
which might be the dress.
Or the mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese incident is another. Both of those have happened on this podcast. If you want to go
Yes.
back and check them out, we've fought about some very.
We fight
stupid
about
things.
a lot of stupid things, I will say.
A lot of stupid things.
We will say. But you know what? The success of our relationship
Yeah.
comes from our ability to move on.
Yeah, I guess.
We forget. Not forget, but we
I
forgive.
guess.
Although I guess I forget because I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Wait, so what was the first question again?
it was.
Is gone now.
Yeah, let me see. It was who's the bigger drama queen?
Oh, who's the bigger drama queen? I just feel like you should just admit to some of your drama.
Me?
Yes.
You're talking to me.
Yes.
Like me specifically.
Like I'm admitting to my drama that I bring. and
What drama? You haven't admitted to anything.
You said I was the bigger drama queen.
Yeah, but you have not admitted to a single thing that you're dramatic about. Name them.
Well,
Name them.
Jacob.
Name them.
See, that's drama.
Name 'em.
That's drama.
Name 'em.
What you're doing right now is drama.
Name them.
I
Name
actually
'em.
think that I am, I am of service. I do the cooking.
Oh my God! Here we go.
I do so much cleaning.
No, you
I
don't,
I
girl.
do so much taking care.
Do you know how many times I clean up after you, like on a weekly basis? It's kind of absurd.
I clean up after you a lot too.
Well, then we clean
Honey.
up after each other. Honey, we're gonna break up because of this episode. this episode's a problem.
All right, are there any that are like, things
Yes.
that we would be on the same side about?
Okay, so this one's like an actual advice question.
okay.
I don't know if I want to say the person's name because some of this seems like a little personal. Like I don't want to
Okay.
be throwing out names, you know.
But if they asked us, doesn't that make it like that they want to
But maybe
hear?
they thought we were gonna do it anonymously.
Okay, this one could be anonymous.
Okay, so this one says, "My boyfriend keeps flirting with waiters as a bit. When does the bit become grounds for a conversation?"
With waiters.
Yeah, like at restaurants.
That like
Well, it says waiters, so I assume it's restaurants.
so flirting with someone as a bit. Have you ever experienced like someone flirting with someone as a bit?
Yeah.
What talk about that?
Well,
I don't know if I've ever experienced
Okay,
that.
well, I think when like people have been together in the past, but they're like still in each other's lives, sometimes you do like flirting as a bit. Does that make any sense?
Sure. So like, I mean, that's like a very, very much a gay. Is this person a gay?
Let me click on the profile. Yes, they are gay.
Okay, so this is not a woman asking
No,
about
this
her
is-
male boyfriend.
this is a gay.
This is gay. Okay,
This is
so
gay.
that's helpful because I do think it's different, right? Like if
Yeah.
it was a straight relationship and it was a man flirting with female waiters versus like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
but
is
also
different.
it's still not okay.
Still not okay, but it is different. And I feel like I actually feel like it's maybe easier to have that conversation in a gay relationship than it is to have that conversation in a straight relationship. Is that crazy to say? It should
I don't
be
know.
easy to have the conversation in any relationship. I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I think my answer to it is that it's never okay and have the conversation.
But they want to know how to have that conversation or when to have the conversation.
No, they say
all,
when does the bit become grounds for a conversation?
well, here's like the blanket answer is if it's making you uncomfortable, it's grounds for a conversation.
Have a conversation.
Because anytime something is making you uncomfortable with your partner, that is grounds for a conversation because you should be able to have a conversation with your partner about anything. And if you feel that you can't have a conversation with your boyfriend, then he's not the right boyfriend for you.
100%
or he's maybe
agree.
just not mature enough to be in a relationship with you.
I think people who do things like that are just automatically not emotionally ready for a relationship.
Unless
Period.
both people find it funny. You know, like there could be a situation in which like,
If it's an inside joke for you, but the question was he does it as a bit.
and also like you're getting someone else involved that maybe like doesn't know what your bit is. Like this is a stranger that
Yeah.
you're like, you know,
Right. It's uncomfortable.
I couldn't possibly understand what the humor would be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I that's just the question. So I don't have
I'm
context
sure that your
on it.
boyfriend is a lovely guy.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe you need to just have this conversation with him now, so that you can assess the relationship moving forward and see how he responds.
Agreed.
Because going back to the petty argument thing, one of the reasons I feel like we don't have that many petty arguments, I mean, we do have petty arguments, but one of the reasons I don't really harp on them or remember them is because they never get to a point where we're like actually super mad at each other. I feel like we are able to have conversations about things like,
Here's a petty one. I just remembered.
Okay. Tell me.
We had a very petty argument last night because you got annoyed at me for wanting to use different spells on Wizard 101. And you were like, you should have just fled. You were like, your attitude was out of control. And you were
But you know what I did?
legitimately annoyed at me because I was playing a video game.
Okay, but you know what I did though?
What?
I took a deep. I said, I'm getting too heated about this, and I did this internally.
Oh, okay.
I did the internal work.
Sure.
Then, as soon as we were at a place,
Not the internal work.
as soon as we were at a place where where we could stop the game, I said, I need to stop, and then I closed the computer. And then I went and I sat by myself until I was calmed down.
Okay.
I was able to recognize in that moment, you're not listening. I was able to recognize in that moment that I was being too much.
You were being too much.
And I was also just getting overstimulated because Jerome was watching his sports and we were sitting and playing like our game while Jerome was watching his sports, and we were like trying to like beat this like boss guy that was like really annoying, and I felt like we did not have the correct strategy in the moment.
Well,
and
we
I
still
wanted
won, didn't we?
Yes, but you know, we had to waste a lot of resources to get there. It's very frustrating.
Okay. Well, I have another question.
Okay.
So this one I'm not going to say the name because of the question.
Okay.
And this one's a more serious one, people. So we answer serious questions on this
Yes.
podcast. How do I come out to my extremely Catholic family without causing a telenovela?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, telenovela.
Big. Do you think Hollywood actors can answer this? Let's find out.
No. I think this is going to be a longer conversation because you know, we can elaborate a bit here.
Yes. Here's what I would say. Listen, as somebody who has worked in queer advocacy
Hello.
for years
Hello.
and does that on a regular basis, what I would say is you don't owe your family a coming out moment. That's what I would say. You don't owe them coming out. You don't have to come out to them. There's absolutely no reason that you need to come out to your family if you already know that they're not going to be accepting of you. If you still want them in your life, it's maybe a different story. But just know that what they think about your life does not define who you are as a person.
Amen. Well,
Boom.
okay, so I have a question because this is I actually want to highlight our perspectives on this are different because we had different coming out experiences. I feel like that's important to note.
Well, you grew up with two actors as parents.
My parents are not actors. I mean,
Your dad was an actor and your mom was a singer/actress.
Well, yes, and my mom was a music teacher, and my dad was a like former actor. But I grew up around a lot of gay people.
Yeah.
And
I did not, coming from Italian New Jersey.
Yeah, and you know, like my uncle is gay, and like I never really thought there was going to be any issue like in terms of my family like accepting me. Now, that being said, there are still things with my family that are just like generational differences. Do you know what I mean? Like even my parents, who are very, you know, liberal and accepting people, sometimes will say things that I'm like, okay, well, actually, you're misunderstanding how things work in like a relationship. You're misunderstanding the dynamics of like queer culture in this moment, right? Like there's always gonna be, even in like straight relationships, there's always going to be like generational differences. And so I think to that point, also like you do have to give your family a little bit of grace.
Yes, there
You know what I
is
mean?
there is acceptance that has to happen on both sides if it's something that you really feel strongly about doing. I'm just saying that you don't have to do that. Like
Right.
there's no
But
rule
what
that
what
you have
if
to do it.
But what if someone it's very important to someone that they come out to their family, but they know their family's not going to accept them, or they're nervous. Maybe not even that they know that their family's not going to accept them, but what if they're just nervous about it? Like, how do you overcome maybe those nerves?
It all kind of starts with internal self-acceptance. Like,
Okay.
you really can't do anything without first accepting yourself. And one of the biggest problems in gay culture today is internalized homophobia. Like,
Yeah.
so many people grew up hating themselves for being gay and unable to accept it. And they bring that with them to their adult life, and which is why they have a lot of problems committing or having a successful relationship with another person, is because of internalized homophobia. What you have to do is overcome that first. That is really the biggest first step. Because if you don't overcome that and accept yourself before you start telling your family, who's not going to be accepting in this person's scenario,
Yeah.
perhaps, is like you're going to feel even worse about yourself, and that internalized homophobia is only going to grow and develop and affect you more in your adult life.
Did you ever struggle with internalized homophobia?
Absolutely, I did. Of course, I did.
How did you overcome that? And when did you overcome it, and what were the circumstances? And then I'll talk about me as well.
Yeah. So for me, I think it was kind of an ongoing struggle for a long time. I didn't love myself in high school. It took me going to college. I think it was like moving away from my current scenario, like
Okay.
or from my like scenario at that point of time in my life where I kind of developed and blossomed, into the person that I am. But you have to have a community. Honestly, like there's no battle you can win just by yourself.
Yeah.
And famously, I say it all the time. We as gay people, we get to choose our families.
And that's a RuPaul quote, right?
Yes.
Or is that?
Yeah, Rue said that.
Because I think about this too. This is kind of a side note, but there are things that we say a lot on this podcast that we never really explain
Oh, okay.
where they're from.
Yeah.
And maybe not everyone knows.
That's
like,
from RuPaul's
We have a lot
Drag
of
Race.
inside jokes that are like gay.
That
inside jokes.
was from when Roxy Andrews was explaining that she was left at a bus stop,
Right.
when she was 3, and RuPaul said, we as gay people, we get to choose our families.
Absolutely.
But seriously, so like to go back to this, you need to find that chosen family support system that accepts you as the person you are, to be able to then look at yourself and be like, oh, I am okay.
Yeah, community is very important.
At least for me, that was my experience, like of overcoming that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who still struggle with it, and they have problems in relationships. They have problems keeping a relationship because they never think they're good enough, because they think what they're doing is wrong, like because of past trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think it takes a village to like get you to that point. But when you do, it's like the world is great. And I'll tell you another thing that really helped me, being alty here, was queer media.
Yeah.
Like watching queer stories on television really helped me come to terms with that as a human being.
Yeah.
For me, it was RuPaul's Drag Race, in 11, 12, 13 years ago, however long it was.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I ever saw queer people on television, those early seasons. Like, I had never seen a queer person on television. I had never read a book that had a gay character. Like anything you read in school, they don't have any gay characters.
Right.
Like Harry Potter, love it, but I read that a lot growing up. No gay characters until she said after the fact Dumbledore was gay, whatever.
Right.
But
Hunger Games, no gay character.
No
like
gay
any
characters.
Of those YA.
Like all, you have to understand that all of mainstream media is made for straight people.
Or at least it was. Yeah.
It was all made for straight people. And there wasn't gay characters on TV that weren't the butt of the joke.
Right.
If there was a gay character on television, they were the butt of the joke, and them being gay was a joke. It was funny that the things about them were funny because they were gay.
Right.
And so when we reached a place where that was no longer the scenario we were in, that was a game changer.
Yeah. And that's the moment we're in right now. I mean, heated rivalry. Hello.
We got to be watching.
Haven't watched it.
Yeah,
yet,
we have to watch it.
It's just seen so much.
No, but seriously, like I know we make fun of it all the time on this podcast. Heartstopper. Incredibly important show for the youth.
High School Musical, the musical, the series. Anyone?
I guess it was for some of these people who are asking questions.
Well, can I speak about my thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I think it's a whole different can of worms. I don't want to say it's more difficult, but I think it's a different circumstances for someone who is bisexual, as I am, and I went through a lot of phases about like bisexuality, and like so like the first thing was like just like kind of discovering what I liked, because it was easy to kind of fall into and hide behind that I was attracted to women, like especially in high school, you know what I mean, like and so I was like, well, am I even queer, because I know that I like girls as well, but now I'm starting to realize that I like boys. And bisexual was like not really a word that people used like when we were in high school.
No.
And I saw it. Every person that I knew that was like bisexual, or like if I looked it up online, like I just didn't identify with those people. Like it just seemed like a different world, and I just felt like, well, I there's no way that I could be that, because I'm not like these people that I'm seeing. But I learned later that like the people that I could see just by like going on Instagram or whatever, or the limited online resources we had at the time, way back in 2015. I'm kidding. I guess we had a lot of,
we had every resource.
Yeah. But it wasn't really like authentic of like who like bisexual people are, and like how many bisexual people there are, and all of that. And I think it wasn't really until like 2020, like COVID times, where people started being like way more like authentically themselves, like online. And I was very afraid, like when we started High School Musical, I was very afraid to say that I was bisexual online because I felt like I would just
Girl, they couldn't tell.
well, maybe people could tell, but I felt like I would have just gotten ridiculed and like everyone would have just said like, "Oh, you're gay. You're just gay. You're gay. You're gay."
Mm-hmm.
And just as I grew up, I was able to meet more bisexual people and start to identify a little bit more with them, like, and make a community in that way. And then, honestly, like, even for me, High School Musical was this series was such a great way of like feeling more comfortable in myself because of how like gay the show was and because of all the queer people that were involved in the show. And like I went to college with like so many gay people, so many queer people, and I felt very safe there, but I also felt like there were even like gay people in college who told me that like my identity wasn't real. You know what I mean?
There is a lot of resentment in the gay community against bisexual people, and it's
Right.
because of what you said kind of at the beginning of your spiel there,
Right,
which
that
is
I could
like
hide.
you could hide in it.
Yeah.
And gay people are jealous of that because they could never hide in it.
Right. But it kind of comes with its own can of worms, its own kind
Yeah.
of set of issues that are different.
Right.
And then there's that whole thing of like, well, if you can choose, why don't you choose, you know, to be with a woman? Like, you know, all of that bullshit. That's,
Right.
That's not reality. But
And it's like, to be honest, choosing that path is cowardly. Like if you were in love with a man and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna marry a woman because it's easier, that's cowardice.
right.
And that's the tea. More
Well,
LTAT
and
right
I-
after this.
Okay.
And we're back.
We're back. Yeah, I mean, but I also want to clarify before we went on break.
Yeah.
It is not cowardice to be a bisexual person in a heterosexual relationship.
No, but it is cowardice if you're in love with a man and then you're like,
Yeah,
I'm just going to be with a woman.
Or if you're
to
in
make
love
it
with
easier.
someone of your own gender. This applies for women too.
Yes, correct. Yes.
You should follow your heart. Basically,
Follow your heart.
Basically is what you're saying.
Except if your heart is cowardly, then don't follow it.
No, you're saying follow your heart. Follow the person that you're in love with. That you
Yes.
love. And I think back to that, what the actual question was, which was
I don't even remember what the question
it was about how do I come out to my family.
Oh, yes.
I think what we've proven here is that, or what we've tried to find in this conversation, is that you do have to, if you ain't gonna love yourself, how are you gonna love anybody else? Like, you do have to kind of find your own peace and acceptance first in yourself, and you do that through finding community, through your own exploration into those worlds, into this world of being queer. And I think that maybe that is even more important than like coming out to your family.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's finding the people that'll be there for you no matter what.
Yeah. And then
You know?
coming out to your
and if
family.
that is your family,
Yeah.
then that's great.
Right.
If they're gonna, you know, still love you, like that's something you can get a read on without coming out.
Right.
Is like if they'll still love and accept you despite
Yeah.
not agreeing with
And if
your
you think
sexuality.
that they won't, but it's still important to you that they know, I think all of the things that we've said about finding community and all that stuff makes that easier.
It makes
Because
it
you have
easier.
something to fall back on.
And it gives you a place to go.
Yeah.
You know, like do not come out to your family if you know they're going to be horribly unaccepting without having a plan for what to do next.
Right.
And if that's something that's really important to you, make sure you have a plan before doing that. So
That's a great point.
that is the tea. Let's see. What are some other ones here? Let's find one that's like fun.
Yeah, how about a fun one?
What do you do when your crush... This is from Francesca.
Okay, Francesca.
What do you do when your crush is your roommate and also your coworker?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well,
Francesca, girl.
First of all, don't live with your coworker. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
If you are going to work every day and then you're coming back home.
Well, hold on. Our producer, Jerome, is someone we live with.
Yeah, but he's not our coworker.
Coworker, producer.
No, he's fired.
I got him.
Jerome was fired.
That's right. He did get fired. No, I did get him a job on a TV show I worked on in 2021. And he worked on that.
All right.
So.
I feel like this is more applicable in a college scenario, right? Because like you're gonna have like
it looks like this is I think she's
like
in college
age person. Yeah. So it's like if you are like living like dorming with someone or like college apartment housing, then there's also a possibility that they would also like work with you and like on campus job and like that kind of stuff.
Well,
or if you're like in the same fields, like
listen, we tend to develop crushes on people we know.
This is true.
And so if you live with someone and work with them, the chances are higher that you're going to develop a crush on them.
This is true. There is like a theory somewhere that I saw that like it's very common for people to like develop emotional, relationship style attachments to just people that they are spending a lot of time with.
Yeah.
And so I think the question is like, does this person like you back?
Yeah. And that's what you would have to find out.
And also, what is the living situation? Because roommate could mean a few different things. Roommate could mean you're in a dorm together, right? Where you are like sharing a room.
Literally the same room.
Or like an apartment situation where like you're roommates, but
that's the one I always assume is
because
sharing.
we're older. But if this person is like a freshman in college, then it could be like
you're right.
a dorming situation.
You're
So
absolutely
Francesca,
right.
we need some more information here, Francesca,
to be able to help you.
I would say that okay. When I was a freshman in college, everyone just said the absolute worst thing you could do is hook up with your roommate.
Yeah.
Everyone said that. The absolute worst thing you can do is hook up with your roommate. Coworker is a little different than roommate. Like roommate, I feel is more immediate, like intense, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's right there in front of your face.
Yeah.
What's that word? I don't know. There's a word for that.
For someone being close in your life?
Yeah. Like physically.
Physically close?
Okay, whatever. So I think that if this person is your roommate, even if they have feelings for you too, I would probably say, no, don't do that.
Me too.
Because then what happens if, let's say you're in, your spring semester, because spring semester's coming up, right? And you guys like hook up, and then it lasts like a month, and then you guys realize that you can't be together. Then what are you gonna do? You're in the same room.
Well,
for like 3 more months.
Okay, I hear that and receive it. But I also want you to think that we work together and we're in a relationship and live together.
Yes, but we started our relationship and we weren't living together.
Correct. When we yes, we were not living together when we started.
Like we grew into that after we discovered that our relationship works.
Yes.
If you are already in the position of living with the person and you have a lot at stake in terms of your like housing situation, like dorm or whatever, I think it's scarier to lose that.
100%.
So I would say maybe you hold off on this. Is that crazy to say? What do you think?
I mean, I think it's always messy when you start getting involved with people that are like super in your life like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not a subscriber to the like date your friends theory. That being said, that happened to us. But
I mean, I think that's inevitable, right? Like, you're always gonna, like, people are always gonna have feelings for their friends that are in their circle. Just for exactly what you said, it's like, especially gay people. Not sure if this person is gay, but I assume maybe this is gay because roommates.
it's Francesca.
Yeah, Francesca. Women
yeah.
can be lesbians. honey.
Lesbian. Yes, there we go. No, I'm not a subscriber to that theory. Quite frankly, I think it's messy. I think,
But we were friends, and then we started dating.
I know. I'm saying.
So
that
how do you say that you're not a subscriber to that theory? When that is exactly what happened to you.
I'm saying I generally don't encourage that.
So you're saying you never had a crush on your friends, and when you were in college, you didn't have any friends.
All my friends were women.
And you didn't have any gay friends that you had crushes on?
I had one.
And did you have a crush on him?
Yes.
There you go. There you go. See, when you're in a gay circle.
But here's the problem. You act on it.
I act
you
on it?
have acted on it, and it's Tina. I never acted on it.
But I always clean up my mess, honey.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't. And that's the mess it creates, and it's very hard to undo. It's something you can't undo is the problem. When you hook up or date somebody who is in your friend circle, especially if they're your roommate, like poor Francesca here, like you can't undo it. And that's where the problem is.
I think the roommate thing is more difficult to manage than the friendship circle thing.
I think they're both bad. So I say, don't do it, Francesca. Don't.
I say live your life, Francesca.
I say
YOLO.
don't. I say don't, Francesca. Okay, this one's from John. He asks us, do you ever get imposter syndrome in your relationship?
Not sure what that means.
What does that mean? Imposter syndrome is like you feel like you don't belong.
Do you ever feel like you're not good enough to be with me?
No. In fact, most of the time I feel like I am too good to be with you.
Like you see me and you just think like, wow, what a big star.
Nope.
He's so handsome.
I've never felt that in my life. Not once.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah. So there you go.
I look at you and I just think, ugh.
So there you go, John. There's your answer.
No, but I do think if someone is interested in you, there's no reason to think you're not good enough for that person. You know what I mean? If they're saying that you're good enough for them, that's on them. That's their decision to make, not yours.
Yeah,
and if you
also
like them,
you should think you're good enough for everybody.
Yeah. Hello.
Shoot for the moon.
Hello. Even if you fail, you'll land amongst the stars.
Nope, that's not even true.
That's the line.
Here's another question. I guess this one's more for you than for me, because no one likes me. What's the most unhinged thing a fan has ever done?
Jacob, people like you.
Yeah, well, I don't have like fans. What's the most unhinged thing a fan has ever done? There have been a couple I've seen who have like followed you into a bathroom, and that's like terrible.
When did you see people following me into the bathroom?
There have been times we've like gone to the bathroom and somebody says something to you while we're in the bathroom. And I'm like, no, that's not okay.
Huh.
That you never ever approach somebody in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Ever.
This funny thing is I don't even remember that.
Yeah. It happened at Disney. And then
Disney.
And then again.
Yeah. I mean, the craziest was like when the show was like just coming out at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Like people think like when you're at Disneyland and then you see a Disney like star, I think there's like this like thought and feeling that it's part of the magic. Mm-hmm. And so then people like would kind of come up and like there were some people that would follow me, or like there was a situation where like one of the like guides had to like put their like kind of be a physical block between like me and like a fan. But that's like Disneyland. That's like a very isolated Disneyland.
Yeah.
I think in the real world, I don't know if that's happened.
You
to
know
me
what I
too
hate?
much,
When
but-
they just stop and start laughing.
Oh yeah, I
like,
don't like that either.
Where they don't
they don't say
they
anything.
don't come up and say hello, but like you see them and they're just looking and laughing.
Yes, and like looking at their phones, and then like looking at me and looking at and you could tell that they like Googled like
Yeah.
HSMTMTS cast.
Yeah.
Because they don't know my actual name.
Right.
And so they wanted to see like if I was the person from that show.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That is annoying. Yeah, I would say, and that often happens to like younger people who don't necessarily know how to like deal with the situation. Oh my God, this happened to me once.
Oh my God.
I just had a flashback memory.
Yeah.
Okay, this was probably in like 2021 or 2022. I was driving on the 405. Okay, I was going south on the 405. Don't
Yeah.
remember where I was going,
Okay.
but
Probably LAX is
Maybe.
not really another reason.
so I was going south on the 405, and someone, like, it was like two teenage girls, and they were like driving next to me, and I could see them like see me in the car.
Wait, when was this?
This was probably in like 2021.
Okay.
And they like looked at me and then like started looking at each other and like, you know, have it doing their little like craziness thing. And then the girl in the passenger seat, like they were in the lane to the left of me,
Yeah.
and the girl in the passenger seat rolls down the window.
On the 405.
On the 405, we were driving, and she's like they're even like a little bit ahead of me at this point. Then she leans out the window with her phone, and it's a picture of me, and she's like pointing at her phone. She's like mouthing like, "Is this you? Is this you?" Driving 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, whatever. And then I like nodded my head yes, and they were like, "Ah!" They like rolled up their window
and
and,
then they like
drove
crashed
off.
and got in a massive pileup.
I mean, I was like, "Girl, it is not
Yeah.
worth dying over a Disney actor."
girl, you know how many famous people I've seen in cars? Like you
On
don't
the
get-
405?
Yeah, you don't get crazy over
Girl,
that.
Beyonce uses the 405.
Beyonce uses the fucking 405.
If Beyonce can use it. She's got a whole song about it.
Flying down the 405 with Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
You tell me that, but Beyonce and Miley Cyrus are both sitting in a car together on the 405.
Right.
And they can drive normally.
can drive
but
in
Larry
peace.
Saperstein cannot drive on the fucking 405.
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl.
Do you think you know how there's like the conspiracy that there's like an LA tunnel system? Have you ever heard of
Yes,
this?
I have.
Do you think that's real?
Maybe. I don't know.
No way.
Maybe.
There's no way there could be a tunnel system.
Well, no, because I've seen very, very famous people who definitely would use the tunnel system, like in very public
Like
places.
Fortune Feimster.
Like walk. Why do you keep talking about Fortune Feimster?
We talked about her last week.
Like Jack Black, or like
You've seen Jack Black on the 405?
I saw him on La Cienega. But like I've seen people of that. I saw Winona Ryder the other day at a park.
Right. Winona Ryder would use the tunnels.
Yeah, she would definitely.
But
be
there's like
tunnels.
this whole rumor like online that there's like a tunnel system and that there's a Starbucks in this like tunnel system. And there's like people who work at this like Starbucks for celebrities.
Yeah, I don't think.
And I
don't think
but
so.
then online everyone's always like
Lady Gaga goes to the Starbucks right in Beverly Hills.
right.
Yeah.
But then online everyone's always like, why don't you ever see celebrities out doing things? And I'll tell you exactly why. Because they have assistants.
yes.
Because
People who are-
Ariana Grande does not go to the Starbucks. She makes her assistant go to the Starbucks. Or they get it DoorDashed.
Yes, people who are extraordinarily famous do not like leave their house mostly.
Right.
They have people who go and get their groceries, people who cook them food, people who
Right.
you know, do anything like a normal person has to do in public.
Yeah.
They have people to do that for them.
And I'm glad that
One thing I will say,
what?
little insider tea here.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see RuPaul, He does a lot of rollerblading in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
So drive through Beverly Hills.
You never know what you might
and Bel Air, and you might see RuPaul rollerblading. So there you go.
All right, I think we have time for one or two more, depending on.
One more question. I'm trying to find a good one. We got a lot of answers here.
Yeah, this is awesome.
How do I stop? Okay, this one's funny. This is from Luis.
Okay.
Luis says, "How do I stop falling for guys who cannot emotionally support a houseplant?" Diva.
T. And
That
you know
is-
what?
that is the question.
I have like 6 houseplants. So.
And, you know, they are supported and cared for. I'm looking at a couple of them right now.
Maybe you should date a plant gay.
Well, I think Luis is straight. Luis. Louise.
Louise?
Louise.
You mean Louise? I thought his name was Luis.
No. I wouldn't say it like that if it was that.
Luis. That's what you said.
I wouldn't say it like that if it was Luis.
What would you say?
I would say Louis.
No, Louis would be Louis.
I don't ever want to be
Or
caught in a
LEWI.
scenario where I'm saying something that might be culturally not the way you say it.
So this is a straight girl
Yes,
named
this is
Louise.
Louise.
We're saying different things.
No, we're saying the same name.
Louise or Luis. They are different.
Luis. You would see Luis right there.
That is Louise.
That is Louise.
Louise with a Z sound.
That's how I would pronounce the name. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, that's what I think. Okay, well, she's asking about how to not pick men who are emotionally unavailable.
Oh, be a lesbian. Done.
Solved.
Easier. That's a much easier question
Cured.
to answer.
Done.
I don't know. Straight men are horrible.
Straight men are horrible. Most of them are emotionally unavailable.
Most of them can't take care of
and
a
most of them
houseplant.
will cheat on you.
I don't want to go that far, but most of them can't. Most of them can't take care of a houseplant. Have you ever gone into a straight person's home?
Horrific.
And it's just there's just that stench.
Horrific. I hate straight people's homes.
Yeah.
Just disgusting.
Yeah. Maybe that
it's not a way to live.
Yeah, I think that well, you can never assume that a straight person can take care of a plant.
No, you can't.
That's just like not something.
I think she was saying that in a comedic way. I think she's asking about people who are not emotionally supportive.
What would your answer be?
It's hard.
Yeah.
You know,
this is the struggle.
Like, I don't even know if he's emotionally supportive enough as it is. So,
Me?
you know, yeah.
You don't think I'm emotionally supportive enough?
I'm just saying, like, how do you ever know if someone's emotionally supportive enough?
You're telling me right now, 2+ years into a relationship, that I am not emotionally supportive enough.
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
It's too early to tell. My God.
I gotta stop looking at the questions because now I'm just trying to gaslight you.
Yeah, I know. You finally admitting it after 60 some odd episodes.
Are you kidding me?
Been gaslighting me since day
No.
one.
No. You've been gaslighting me.
Absolutely
You are
not.
the gaslighter in this
I can think of 2
relationship.
major instances when I was gaslit.
All right, name them.
Mac and cheese incident.
You were gaslighting me.
No.
You were gaslighting me.
You were gaslighting. Look, roll back the footage.
You were gaslighting
Roll back
me.
the footage.
See,
And
again,
then-
petty arguments. It all comes back to this.
And then the dress.
You were wrong.
No, you were
You were 100% wrong.
A match up to that fart. Hold a match up to that fart. Because my gas is lit.
Let me tell you how wrong you are. Again, this is what I'm saying. We argue about the stupidest shit. Like, we argue about nothing. Like, so it's like, but that's part of the joy in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, and I've heard a lot about this. If you don't fight with your partner, something's wrong.
Yes.
There's something wrong if you don't fight at all.
Yes.
You should be arguing. It's actually healthy because it helps you both express your emotions.
And Honey, I feel expressed.
You definitely express. You are an expresser for sure.
I'm on the express train to Emotion Town.
Yes, you are.
So are you, honey.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
I know when you're in need of some expression.
Yes, sometimes I express.
Yeah.
But that was our first advice episode that we've ever done. We've
That was fun.
never done this before.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was fun. But maybe we'll do it again. You know,
Yeah,
in the future.
not all the time, but every
not all
once
the time,
in a while.
but we will definitely do it again for you in the future. So how about that?
I hope people feel like they've had their questions answered.
I hope you all feel heard.
Yes.
You know, I need to know that I'm being heard.
Yes, I need to know that I'm being heard.
And this was fun. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right.
So here's the tea.
Yeah.
It's elephant in the room.
Yeah.
We haven't had a guest in a while.
Yes.
In a few weeks. And the reason for that is because the holidays are tricky.
Yeah, nobody's around during the holidays. Trust me, we have been trying, girl. Like
and it's nobody's fault. Nobody's turning us down.
Nobody's turned us down. It's just
it's all scheduling.
It's all been scheduling.
So
and we've had ones that we were supposed to do that schedules change.
Yes.
And it's like it is very, very difficult, especially at this time of the year, to get people in a room.
It's kind of a miracle that last year we didn't really miss any weeks of having guests.
Yeah.
So here's our plan.
Yeah.
Next week, we are going to do we're going to solidify this, but it potentially will be our final episode of the 2025 year.
Yeah.
And then
if it wasn't, literally the week after that would be the final episode of 2025. Anyway.
So we are going to then go on our holiday.
Yeah.
And do our holidays with our family.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to come back in the new year and we're going to hit it so hard with all the guests that we are trying to get.
We see your messages. We see your comments. We know who you want.
Yes.
And let me tell you, we are in talks, honey.
We are in talks.
We are in talks.
Discussions.
With discussing.
Discussing.
We are discussing with a lot of people.
Yes.
At the moment. So.
So thank you, for a great year of Let's Talk. We'll do this next week. But we'll do this next.
Wrap it up.
You're right.
Wrap
You're
it
right. Wrap it up. So you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Let's Talk About That Pod.
Yeah, that's right. We're on YouTube at Let's Talk About That Pod. Email Let's Talk About That Pod at gmail.com. And we'll see you next week for a brand new Let's Talk About That.
Bye.